They said the house on Willow Creek only came alive on Halloween night. The lights flickering in empty rooms, laughter echoing from voices long dead. But when Ava decided to enter that house to prove it was all just superstition, she didn't expect the walls to whisper her name or the reflection in the mirror to smile back before she did. Halloween night was crisp and golden, with the scent of burned pumpkins and bonfires in the air. Ava and her three friends, Liam, Grace, and Noah, stood before the infamous Willow Creek Manor, a mansion swallowed by ivy and silence. It was supposed to be fun, a Halloween challenge for her vlog. Spend 1 hour in the haunted house. Ava laughed into her camera, hiding her nerves. She wanted proof that fear was only imagination. But as she crossed the cracked threshold, the air grew colder. Not the kind of cold that chills skin, but the kind that remembers death. Inside, the house felt almost alive. Chandeliers trembled, though the air was still. Portraits lined the walls, their painted eyes following her every move. Grace turned her flashlight toward a cracked mirror in the hall. "It's beautiful," she said softly. Ava looked closer. Her reflection was smiling, but her own lips were not. The smile widened and whispered, "Welcome home." Grace screamed, the glass shattered, and for a moment Ava saw something behind her reflection, a figure standing where no one should be. Liam found a narrow staircase that led down to the cellar. Dust clung to their shoes as they descended, the air heavy with rot. At the bottom stood a door, chained, bolted, and sealed with candle wax. Noah laughed nervously. They really didn't want anyone going in. But the moment Ava touched the handle, every candle in the house flickered to life. Shadows stretched, like reaching fingers along the walls. From behind the door came a slow, dragging sound, like something waking up. They ran upstairs, but the layout had changed. Hallways twisted into each other. Doors let back where they started. The manor was shifting, closing in like a living maze. Ava heard her name whispered, not by her friends, but by voices below the floorboards. Then one by one, the others began to vanish. Grace was there 1 second, gone the next. Liam's scream echoed from behind a wall that hadn't been there before. Noah's camera clattered to the ground, still recording, until the feed showed a pale hand stroking his hair. Ava stumbled into a study filled with old film reels and dusty VHS tapes labeled with dates. She wiped one clean. It read, October 31st, 1995. Ava. Her blood ran cold. That was her birthday. She found a projector and pressed play. The film flickered to life, showing a baby wrapped in a blanket. Her mother's voice whispered lullabies in the background. Then the camera turned toward the manor's front door, and the shadow of a woman stood there, smiling at the camera. It was the same smile from the mirror. The voices returned, pleading, crying, calling her name. Ava followed them to the cellar again. The chain door was now open, wide as a mouth. Inside, she found an old cradle. Inside the cradle, a decayed blanket embroidered with her initials. On the wall above it, written in ash, "We've been waiting for you to come home." She dropped to her knees as fragments of memory tore through her mind. Screams, fire, a woman's voice begging, "Take her away before the house takes her too." This wasn't a haunted house. It was hers. Morning light crept through broken windows. The house stood silent again. Days later, the police entered after her friends never returned. They found 4 sets of footprints leading in, but only 3 leading out. On Ava's abandoned camera, the final recording showed her turning toward the lens, whispering, "I remember now. This is where I died." Then the camera fell, and behind it, in the reflection of shattered glass, a baby's cradle rocked gently on its own.